Doctor Who's next big villain is Russell T Davies' best opportunity to retcon Chibnall's controversial Timeless Child. Wait a minute, didn't you say the Timeless Child was brilliant and it made no changes whatsoever other than making everybody hate the show? Now, for me, I hated it beforehand, but man, they are desperate beyond desperate to somehow make this shit somehow get rid of this crap. I mean, even they know this was bad news for them. Russell Davies' return as showrunner for the beloved sci-fi show Doctor Who coincides with a rare opportunity to completely retcon the recent overarching plot thread, the Doctor's alleged origin as the Timeless Child. Well, I think it's reasonably certain, right? I think it's reasonably certain that's what Russell Davies is going to be doing. And then just bring in lots of chicks with dicks, right? Chicks with dicks and retconning Chibnall. I don't know. Maybe we could have just retconned Chibnall without the chicks with dicks. Maybe. But the chicks with dicks seem very, very, very important to Russell Davies. Where are we up to? The rare opportunity to completely retcon the recent overarching plot thread. The Doctor, blah, 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 previous showrunner and overseer of the Jodie Whittaker era, the completely failed Jodie Whittaker era, Christian will establish the story as a way to clarify how exactly the Doctor came to be. What a fucking stupid idea. What's the name of the show? Doctor Who. Means there should be some mystery in it, you fucking cotwomble moron. Doctor Who. Yeah, do you hear that? Doctor Who. Oh, God. Despite that reliable canon dating back to 1903 had given audiences satisfactory answers to those questions. Nonetheless, with the 60th anniversary specials looming on the horizon, Russell Davies reintroducing the classic Toymaker villain, we hope so, we don't know if it's going to be, gives the show a perfect opportunity to retcon whatever it wants. Well, that, I think, is going to happen. Right, like all these rumors about is Donna Noble going to die? Maybe if this isn't the real Donna Noble, right? If this isn't the real Earth, this is like some what's the word I'm looking for? Some construct, right? A construct by the Celestial Toymaker. Then yeah, yeah, I think I see that being. Very likely. So if she does die, it might be like this alternate reality version or this fake reality version. Well, yeah, we'll find out in a couple of months, I guess. Doctor Who, being a show as old as it is, has constantly forced not only to regenerate lead character in order to lead character, but also itself in order to stay fresh and appeal to new audiences. Well, yeah, that's true. Doctor Who has always been on the cutting edge of entertainment, right? Just as it sadly, when the Jodie Whittaker is, the cutting edge of entertainment was shit, right? It was the most shittiest shit possible. And people are like, oh, we should still do more like that. Yes. Because of this, it's no surprise there have been retcons have been a prominent feature. No, they haven't. Fuck off. Okay. Do you call the Deadly Assassin a retcon of the War Games? I can hear that to a certain extent, but not really, right? Nothing like this. Yeah. I mean, like, it was Mordred Undead, I think, was the first real continuity error. That was like season 20 years worth before they had problems. And there's plenty of ways of answering that. Examples include the limit on regenerations that the Doctor is capable of, the apparent destruction of the Daleks in the classic serial Genesis of the Daleks. No, they specifically said it didn't destroy the Daleks, you fucking moron. They said they set them back a few hundred years, right? They didn't. God. And how the TARDIS came to be stuck in the form or seen in the show. What? How's that ever been retconned? There's plenty of President Russell Davies to do something bold, but in the case of the Timeless Child, it's almost a requirement. Well, that is true. Doctor Who needs to retcon the China Child if it won't explain it. Well, it won't explain it. Yeah, and I don't think quietly forgetting it is going to do the trick either. The 12th season of Doctor Who aired in 2020 and it introduced the Timeless Child storyline, which followed on from Russell T Davies' complete revamp of wider Who canon when it was revived in 2005. It didn't revamp it at all. It updated it. It added in the Time War. The plot line aimed to explore the Doctor's mysterious origin and sapped away the mystery. And what do they sap away that beautiful mystery for? A black woman, an angry black woman with a big gun, right? So 20 leave us alone with this bullshit. Which, other than stealing the TARDIS and leaving Gallifrey in a typically flamboyant and controversial fashion, has been largely shrouded in ambiguity since the beginning of the show in 1963. Yes, Doctor Who. Remember Doctor Who. What was revealed was the Doctor is actually an unknown being from another dimension. Blech! Crap. The Timeless Child, okay, so no, I'm going to reveal the mystery and replace it with another stupid mystery. The Timeless Child, who has lived countless lives across multiple timelines, although its ability, through its ability to regenerate, or whatever. In other words, the Doctor was never Gallifreyan, but in fact a creature discovered by the ancient Gallifreyans who used the Timeless Child as a template for all members of their new Time Lord Society, which include the ability to regenerate. That's not really what happened, but whatever. This revelation was controversial for fans, many of whom were disappointed with the diminishment of the Doctor's mystique and mystery. And also, it was shit. Let's not sugarcoat it. It was shit. It took away the long-held belief that the Doctor was only special because of the decisions that made, specifically leaving Gallifrey. Before this plot line, the Doctor was a normal Time Lord who made a bold decision to travel the universe. Russell T Davies needs to reclaim this. Yeah, look, it's the thing. It's greatness is not something that's built in. It's something that you have to make yourself great, right? That was actually one of the great, wonderful ideas of Doctor Who, right? Russell T Davies needs to reclaim this with it the magic of the character. Yeah, again, but it's very much about chicks with dicks as well. The Toymaker is the perfect opportunity to retcon the Timeless Child. Neil Patrick Harris's new role in as a Toymaker, arriving on screens for the 6th anniversary this November, offers the Doctor Who canon a chance to move on and entirely retcon. This was verboten to say a year ago, wasn't it? The problematic Timeless Child. Russell T Davies has a good track record of developing an almost infinitely powerful villains who were capable of unimaginable evils. Doctor Who in general is proficient when it comes to this. Yeah, it was, but apart from when he got to Chris Chibnall, right? Those super, every time he had a superpowered alien, they were always shit. The Battle of Rankos Avrokul, whatever it was awful. Coupled with the acting ability of Neil Patrick Harris, the show has an excellent opportunity to write reasoning for the Timeless Child plotline being a trick carried out by the Toymaker, designed to play with the Doctor or perhaps fit into a wider scheme. Yeah, listen, I think that's probably the way he's going to go. I think the Doctor's been in the Toymaker's realm for quite some time, probably since he fell out the TARDIS right after regenerating. Naturally, a retcon so extreme as this will come with its fair share of controversy and backlash. It'll be a backlash on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, right? But it won't, not amongst normal people. But the show is badly restricted by the content of the Timeless Child plotline. But it just opens it up with so many more storytelling possibilities, says Chris Chibnall. Yeah, Chris, you missed out one little factor. You're a fucking moron, right? You are a fucking moron. The Doctor is a far less relatable and likable character for it. Yeah, that's true. And also indestructible, right? And thus, the series will lose credibility and watchability. It already has done, right? The reason he's come back in is to try and make it workable again. But man, got to have those chicks with dicks. That's so important to Russell T Davies. Plus, the plotline will have viewers, will put viewers off the show, and it will be high on Rusty Davis' priority list to bring those same fans back. Well, it may be, but that hasn't been his act online of late, has it? I mean, like, it's been, although I think he's under a lot of pressure, right? I think he's under a hell of a lot of pressure because I think Disney's in real trouble. I think Disney is in a tailspin. I don't know if Disney's going to make it, right? Genuinely, I don't know if Disney's going to make it. And everyone's like, well, Disney's too big to fall. I don't think so, mate. Right? I do not think so. I think Disney really might be shaky right now. So it was some kind of trick. The Toymaker first arrived in Doctor Who episode called The Celestial Toymaker, the 7th serial of the original 3rd season. Wonderfully animated by, I can't remember the name of the guy, but man, you got to find that Celestial Toymaker. And see if I can find. I'll play a clip of it because it's so good. It's just so freaking excellent. Let me find it. There, doink. Hang on, opening up. Oh, I'm in the wrong folder. That's why. There you go. Let's try this one. Now it's opening up. Bit of Doctor Who action. First Doctor. See the 3rd. I was over here. Celestial Toymaker. Is this it? I think this is it. Let's see.
As a non-profit fan animation within.
Yeah, it is freaking excellent. This
something far more serious.
But this is incredible sequence. And this is such a hard story to animate because it's just so much atmosphere. Yeah, because most of the story is like silent.
Good. Well, I believe this place is a hit. Look,
I mean, the way they move is fantastic.
We want
why he hasn't been employed to do like the rest of the other 3 episodes, the other 2 episodes, I should say, is a mystery to me. Fine, so yeah, blah blah blah. Special Toymaker. The Toymaker was described as extremely powerful, with his eternal life being being driven by a perpetual desire to create destructive toys. Thousands of years old at the time of their first encounter, the Toymaker was still seen as old by the Doctor, and the Relative Dimensions comic that has recently implied. What's the Relative Dimensions comic? I don't remember hearing that. Is that a Jodie one? Relative Dimensions? Hang on. Doctor Who Relative Dimensions. Relative Dimensions was the 7th story in the full series of the 8th Doctor. No, comic. Is it this one? I don't know. I mean, like, honestly, this is not really part of my head. Oh, Relative Dimensions. There you go. Written by George Mann and Kevin Scott. Traded it. What's the? Do they have the? Oh, Celestial Toymaker. Fine. Okay, so it's that. Whatever this is. Okay, fine. Recently implied that the character was created before Chaos Before Time, in what makes the Toymaker early promise of the Doctor. We shall play endless games together, Doctor. Your brain is mine. So terrifying. Look, you want to hear the best Toymaker stuff. That will be the David Bellali version in Big Finish. That stuff's excellent, right? There's a good 8th Doctor Companion Chronicles one. and you got Nightmare Fair, and I think it was in another one, wasn't he? Oh yeah, the Magic Mousetrap. Really, really good stories, right? If the Toymaker is as long-lived as implied throughout the show's canon, then it's entirely possible the character continues to play the Doctor even if thousands of years old now. Then they make, that makes sense. The Toymaker has battled many incarnations of the Doctor in comic and audiobook, with Neil Patrick Harris's take on the character being the first since on TV since 1966. Well, they nearly brought him back in, what was it, 86. Okay, so close. To have him return to the small screen eventually was always inevitable. For him to be doing something, we don't know if it's him though. For him to do anything in the meantime will be disappointing. His backstory and motivation will be perfect setup for Rusty Davies. Yeah. Oh look, it's a chick with a dick. Well, who Ken? It's just like they're everywhere in this new thing, right? Why the Timeless Child retcon would improve Doctor Who's future, because the Timeless Child is shit and they want to get rid of it and it destroys Doctor Who, right? There's no doubt that the Timeless Child plotline is egregious rewriting of Doctor Who lore that makes the titular Time Lord less compelling. And rewriting the story nearly 6 years of character building is insulting to fans. Well, yeah, we did notice that. Who had previously felt that they were close to the character, only to find comfort ripped away from them in a few episodes. Ripped away from them in a few episodes. While it may seem like a double standard to therefore hope for yet another retcon in the... No, you're retconning the retcon. You're putting it back in the box, right? In the upcoming episodes. Doing so for the recent plotline would be far less problematic for the show and would not alienate fans like Chibnall did. Yeah, no, what you mean? It would like undoing Chibnall's bollocks would bring fans back. That is correct. Yeah, that is indeed correct. If the anniversary specials do decide to go down this route of the Toymakers games, including tricking the Doctor in regard to the Timeless Child, the show will benefit from it indefinitely. I can't disagree. One of the main appeals of Doctor Who was the adventurousness, and despite that they come from a distant planet full of near immortal Time Lords, their sense of relatability relative to the species, the previous Doctor Who canon had established the Doctor has nothing particularly special about their birthright. Well, that's not entirely true. I mean, you got like the whole Virgin New Adventures. He was the other, but then even the other was reborn as a normal Time Lord. The only difference was he had a belly button. We had Doctor Who canon that had established the Doctor had nothing particularly special birthright. What set them apart was the decision to travel the universe away from the people, and that's why the China Child's plotline needs to be retconned to restore the love of the audience has had for Doctor Who. I do agree with you, right? I do agree with you quite viscerally. Yes, absolutely, I do. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.